Michele, Duza Bear is on assignment. Having run the wheel of random topic rigging liberal elite out of the studio, I've decided that as host we're just going to hit the topics I want to. And today that means it's time for Bassie for Michele, completely unbiased list of 10 reasons to give that dreamy Erin Otoole a majority government. Number 10. Erin Otoole is not a career politician. Oh sure, his dad was, but Erin is his own man, having fought for your freedoms flying search and rescue helicopters and rescuing seamen for the Canadian military while getting a free education that he used to become a Bay Street Big Pharma lawyer and a politician. Number 9. He's been holding Justin to account since day one as leader with this meme and this meme and these memes, and oh look, this one has a mirror. Number 8. Erin's extensive military and business experience give him the knowledge and perspective needed to address our country's challenges. You and I both know that a competitive debater, former bartender, French and math teacher who studied as an environmental engineer, and active parent of 3 children, has far less in common with the average Canadian than does a high-paid Bay Street lawyer who used to fly search and rescue helicopters in remote communities. Number 7. Erin will defund the CBC. As the only local news for most of the conservative voters in this land, Erin owes it to the nation to get those people off their prairie potato puff pieces and onto the 500-channel information superhighway where they'll be force-fed the same nationwide pablum of lies and misrepresentations that research has shown voters across this land need before they'll embrace modern social conservatism. Number 6. Erin will build pipelines. Oh sure, it was a promise Harper made too while sucking up to Alberta despite never actually completing anything. And yeah, Justin has already accomplished more on that file in his 6 years than Harper did in 9. But when you look at Erin, you see a guy who wouldn't look completely out of place at an oil rig saying he supports big oil, and that's what really matters. Number 5. Erin will scrap the carbon tax. Everyone hates taxes, so when a politician says they'll take one that's unpopular and get rid of it, you need to believe him. Otherwise, the other guy will not only add more taxes, but double the ones you're already paying until we're a socialist wasteland of freeloading pot smokers having gay sex in their government-subsidized kibbutzes. Number 4. Like any good Christian, Erin Otoole's conservatives will protect gun rights over the socialist liberal agenda of life, peace, order, and good government. Number 3. Erin will bring in competition to lower our cell phone bills and airline costs. No one knows how he'll do that without making phone companies and airlines crown corporations, which of course would be bad, but he said he'd do it, and he's never lied or gone back on his word, ever. Number 2. Erin respects free speech. The types of free speech that conservatives and Canadians speak. That's why Pierre can call people tar baby and disrespect indigenous people who suffered at the hands of the residential school system by comparing them to welfare bums, and why he kicked Derek Sloan out of caucus. Not because Derek read the banned New Zealand shooters' racist manifesto into parliamentary record or spouted racist remarks like they were gospel, which he did, but because he accepted a donation to his campaign from a known white supremacist, which is bad. Number 1. Erin believes in the rule of law, and that's why he'll stop indigenous folk from illegally blockading companies when they try to destroy things on indigenous reservations. And he'll stand up to cancel culture when it tries to make Canadians feel bad for erasing indigenous cultures in the name of progress. And he'll defend Canadian history, even the bits that are still hurting people. Erin has principle and backbone and the complete lack of empathy Canada needs if we're going to pollute our way into our place as a global leader of Canadianness in the 21st century. And that's why you should give him a majority government. It doesn't hurt that he has a wicked dad bod. Ha swoon. On this day in 1689, 1,500 Iroquois attacked the Chinese in New France. Sorry, that was a language translation correction. It should have said 1,500 Iroquois attacked Lachine in New France. On this day in 1583, Sir Humphrey Gilbert established the first English colony in North America at what is now St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. That was Canfax approved. And in great moments in fuddy-duddiness, on this day in 1816, the British Admiralty dismissed Francis Ronald's first working electric telegraph system as wholly unnecessary, preferring preparing to continue using the semaphore. On this day in 2003, a car bomb exploded in the Indonesian capital of Jakarta outside the Marriott Hotel, killing 12 and injuring 150. Most hotel reviews from the survivors still focused on how bad the free breakfast was. It's also Work Like a Dog Day, Blogger Day, Indian Pale Ale Day, Oyster Day, and Underwear Day. And that's today's Duza Bear Digest. See you tomorrow!